Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today, we are going to be making a resin floral end table. I know. I've wanted to also make one of these. I'm so excited. I've seen you guys comment make an end table or to take something that I've made and make it into an end table. Anyway, an end table has always been on the table. That was a horrible joke and I apologize. Okay, but seriously, I'm so excited to make this. I've got some stunning dried flowers and I'm gonna do some gorgeous layers. We're gonna probably get some glitter in there. This is gonna be amazing. I'm so excited. So if you guys are interested in seeing me make a floral, glittery, stunning end table, then continue watching. So when I said end table, I meant like, here's the end table, right? Look how cute. It's like this really pretty like milky white. And so the top part actually just like comes off. Like this tray is, I feel like, made for resin. Like it's asking for resin. So this is like the top part of the table. So you'll see that it has this wall right here. So it's like this and it has the wall. So that's why I feel like this is perfect for a resin artist. You could do like a beach kind of theme, you know what I mean? Like the waves, like beach waves. Oh my God. Maybe we'll do that someday in the future, but for today we're gonna stick to florals. The only thing is you have to be mindful of these like little holes that are on the sides. Like don't fill it up higher than that, or maybe just tape it on the outside so that it doesn't leak outside of the holes. I'm sure that would work. That may be what I end up doing as well. So this is the top part. It's literally perfect. So I'm basically going to fill it with some flowers, some glitter and resin, and then we'll put it on the top of this table like this. So this is what the whole thing kind of looks like. It was the easiest thing in the world to put together. It was literally like like the three pieces that you see. The little crisscross legs and then the top, and I just screwed it all together. Super easy. I got it off Amazon. I will link it down in the description of this video. So you guys can go find this table, this exact table that I'm going to be using on there. So I think they have a bunch of different colors. It was like black and gold. I went with white because I think it's going to look really pretty with the flowers that I have and the glitter. So we're going to jump into this tutorial now. I will see you over at my desk. We're going to get started on mixing up some resin and we will go from there. All right, you guys, I feel like you are going to love this freaking project because it's not super complicated and it's really fun to like arrange the flowers. So I'm going to get started on mixing up some resin. So I'm going to be using the CounterCultureDIY casting resin, and it is the pink and purple label one. So I'm using one of my measuring cups. These are from the dollar store and they have measurement lines on the sides, and I do equal parts of A and B. And then I use my silicone mixing stick to mix it up. I have these linked down in the description if you want to check them out, but they are like silicone, basically popsicle sticks that you can use, like reuse instead of real popsicle sticks. So I mix that up until it's clear and there's no separation lines. So I did end up taping those little holes that are on the sides of the tray, and I used this green frog tape, F the blue tape. Do not use blue tape if you're an artist. Green frog tape is where it's at. So now that the holes on the sides are taped off, I'm going to go in with the resin that we mixed up. So this is that casting resin that we just mixed up. It's just clear, there's nothing in it. And I'm going to be pouring all of it in there. I think I mixed up 2 cups to start, just to get a first layer onto the bottom of the tray. And then I'm using my silicone mixing stick to just kind of spread it around and get it all the way up to the edges. And then since there's no silicone mold involved in this project, I am using my torch to pop the bubbles. So now we're going to be starting on the magical process of basically just designing what I want this tray to look like with all of my dried flowers. So the way that I dried these flowers is I used my microfleur, which is a microwave flower press. I will link it down in the description. It's kind of like my holy grail for drying flowers flat. So the way that I designed this is I basically built it up from the greenery. So this is where you're seeing me start with like
the dried eucalyptus and stuff like that. So I'm laying this down first, and then I'm gonna build on top of it with like bigger and bigger flowers, basically. So the reason I'm doing it this way is because I want the greenery to be the background of the flowers. So now I'm going in with Queen Anne's lace, which is one of my absolute favorite things to dry, because a look at it, when it dries, it just looks like a firework. Beautiful. So back to what I was saying. So the greenery, I'm basically building up so that it can be the background to the bigger and pretty flowers. Hold on, ready? Look at this. Look at this. It's a Lisianthus. It dried like an absolute dream. Look at these roses. I obsess. What? How can you not obsess over these? So these roses dried also like a dream. Oh, also, if you want to rearrange things, use a popsicle stick or even like one of your silicone popsicle sticks or anything flat like that. Pick something up and then lift it, and then you can kind of move things around, which is what I just did. So these are also one of my favorite things to dry because they dry and look like stars. Oh, and look at this. Anemone. I said it, didn't I? I think I said it right. That's one of my oldest jokes. So if you've been watching me forever, then you'll know what I'm talking about. But I can finally say it. Anemone. Anemone. So from here, I'm just going to be designing away. I'm just adding more of those gorgeous Lizzies. The color on those is amazing. I have this pink rose, also amazing. So you'll see this other pink rose off to the side that hasn't been added yet. I did end up taking rose petals from that because you'll also notice that it's lost a lot of its color. So you see me here taking some of those petals and adding those around. And I just wanted to add that like light pink color around so that other pink rose that is in there isn't just sticking out so much. So now we are on to the next day. So this is going to be the next layer of resin. It is also going to be CounterCultureDIY casting resin, the same pink and purple label one. So I'm just going to be doing this layer to cover the tops of the flowers. And again, the reason that I do this in 2 layers is because flowers will float out if you don't. So I do 1 layer, put the flowers in, let it cure so it gets a good hold onto the flowers, and then I do this next layer and kind of seal it in. Also in this layer, I am going to be adding this like silver mica into it. So I took some leftover resin that I had and poured it into a smaller cup. These are like little silicone mixing cups. You can find these down in the description of my video as well. So I'm just mixing that silver in there, and then I'm going to dribble that onto very lightly. I promise this comes out good. Sean was also like, don't put too much. Don't worry, I didn't. So I just put a little bit of this around, and it just gave the most beautiful light sparkle. I'm so glad I did this. And then I also took a tiny bit of this glitter, like the smallest amount, and basically just like sprinkled it around, as you see I'm doing here with a popsicle stick. So I just kind of like sprinkled this around super light. I promise, I pinky promise, I didn't overdo it with the glitter. Yes, this is another glitter. Yeah, this is another glitter. So again, super light. I promise this doesn't get overrun by glitter. I'm pretty sure that this is the last glitter that I added. So now we are on to the next day, and this is the last layer. So this is actually just going to be my top coat. Since CounterCultureDIY's casting resin is like a softer curing resin, sometimes it's just softer. So I wanted the top part of this to be hard, obviously, because I'm going to be putting cups and stuff. So this is the CounterCultureDIY Thin Viscosity Artist Resin. So this is a good top coating resin, and that is exactly what I'm doing here. Stunning top coat. Just, I always want to say juicy. I'm sorry. I know, I'm sorry. Everyone hates when I say it. Just look at it. Is there any other word to use? There really isn't. It's beautiful. So I'm using this as my top coat, spreading it around with my silicone mixing stick, and that is that for the top coat.
All right, you guys, so we have finished this table. I have no word. I'm obsessed with it. Those are the words that I have for it. I'm absolutely fully obsessed with this. Like, I want to make 1,000,000 of these and just like sell them, because there's just the tray. I can't get over how perfect this table and tray thing is to just paint on or just do art on and make something beautiful. Like, these tables are so cool. So this is the top part of the table. It came out literally perfect. Look at how like reflective and beautiful this freaking top coat is. I sprinkled a tiny bit of glitter in there. You guys saw this. It was like the perfect amount of glitter too. Different like kinds of glitter. I did like a chunkier glitter and like a fine glitter. I did like a little mica. And the mica, like the really fine, I think it was like a silver kind of mica. Oh my god. It's so fine that it just, like, you can't see it until you see it. Do you know what I mean? Like, when you shine it perfectly in the light, you're like, oh my god. It's just like different depths of sparkle is something I want to master. I love doing like different sized glitters together so that when you move it around, it's not just like, oh, there's glitter in there. It's like, oh, there's glitter. Oh, there's glitter. Oh, there's glitter. You know what I'm saying? Like, I want there to be just oohs and ahs no matter like what angle you're looking at it from. So since we don't really have anything to pop out, I left the tape for you guys. So I did end up taping off these like little holes like right in here. I don't know why they're in there. There's no like screws to like screw this tray part to the table part. I don't know why these holes are here. Maybe just to, I have no idea. Oh, you know what it is? Maybe if you were to have these tables outside and it rains, maybe these holes are to like let the water kind of leak out instead of just being a big puddle in here. But anyway, I taped these holes off because I didn't want resin to leak out of there. And the tape definitely worked. There's like no resin leaking out. It's completely sealed and it's perfect. So I'm gonna peel off the other side since there were 2 holes. Again, no resin leaked through. Perfection, perfection, perfection. Has a project ever gone this well before? I don't know. This is just, the level of like, I mean, if you're familiar with, you know, drying flowers and preserving flowers in resin, then this is just the perfect project. It's not like extremely complicated. Like, this is an amazing project to do. I love this. You could do this with like so many different flowers. I chose to fill the entire tray with flowers because honestly, that's pushing myself out of my comfort zone. I usually like to leave empty space and do more glitter or something like that. So I wanted to fill this. And honestly, when I was done putting the flowers in, I called Sean over and I was like, what do you think of this? Like, I wasn't sure about it because I'm not used to just filling everything. And he was like, it looks like a like beautiful blooming garden. And I was like, okay. Okay, I like that. Beautiful. I love it. And it on the table, like, I'm going to show you guys some, actually, you know what? Here are some close-up shots of this stunning, real floral preserved table. The table's not preserved, but the flowers are. I feel like if I wasn't like a resin artist or whatever, and I didn't know that you could do this, and I saw a table like this, like putting my cup down on it, I'd be like, oh my goodness, like you just wouldn't be able to put anything on it. It's so beautiful. If you are looking for the table that I used, I will link literally everything, not even just the table. I link everything that I use to the best of my ability down in the description. So if you're looking for anything, check down there. I will have it linked. If you go to make one of these tables, please tag me on Instagram, or if you already make tables like this, I would love to see them because it is just a wonderful idea. It's fabulous. So thank you guys so much for watching this video. I really hope that you enjoyed it. Make sure you give this video a like, subscribe to my channel, follow me on Instagram. It is at Artsymadwoman. I love you guys to absolute death, and I will see you in the next video. Goodbye. Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. All of that was weird. Yes. Oh my God. Shut up. Shut up. Shh. What? I don't even understand. The Lizzies just in the roses and the